Did you know that the question, why do you want to be a flight attendant, is repeated in 77% of flight attendant interviews at North American and global airlines? In this video, I'll give you tips to answer this important question with a script that will help you a lot. Hello, how are you? I'm Romulo Gutierrez. This is the Flydeck Briefing Channel. I've been a recruiter for 28 years with extensive experience in North American and global airlines. Currently, I train recruiters from 45 airlines worldwide, showing them how to find the best cabin crew. So let's get to the tips. There are 7 quick tips, and I ask you to stay until the end to answer, why do you want to be a flight attendant? The first technique is the 3 senses technique. What is the 3 senses technique? Use 3 aspects in your speech. 3 aspects that convince the recruiter, okay? So I suggest you bring 2 rational aspects and 1 emotional aspect, all right? So I'll give an example. For example, I'm in an American Airlines interview, and they ask, why do I want to be a flight attendant for them? I can answer with 2 rational aspects and 1 emotional one. First, I'm extremely organized and adapt very well to strict work procedures. And I know that this is a very relevant attribute for being a flight attendant. So this is one of the first reasons why I want to be a flight attendant. Second, I know a flight attendant must mix following strict procedures with the ability to charm and build loyalty, especially at such a major global airline like American Airlines. And that's the second reason that leads me to want to be a flight attendant. And the third reason, here comes the emotional factor, okay? I'm a very cheerful person. I'm someone who likes to make others happy and enjoy serving people. And those are the 3 reasons why I'd like to be a flight attendant in this American Airlines example, okay? So I bring 2 emotional factors, 2 rational factors, and 1 emotional factor, okay? I already deserve your like and your subscription. Help me out by subscribing, okay? Second important tip. Let's go. Show. It's also another technique. These are different techniques you can use, and I'll explain them throughout the video. Show that you've built a path to be there, okay? Usually, successful candidates have taken courses, studied languages, and participated in other selection processes. They've been preparing for that moment. It's not just that he saw an opening and suddenly applied. I'm going to change companies now for a position at Southwest. No, that's not it. So I could say, look, there are a few reasons why I'd like to be a flight attendant. And then I'm going to change the technique now. Oh, I'll use the built trajectory technique. This is a trajectory I've been building for 4 years now. Over the last 4 years, I've improved my French. I also started studying Spanish. I took the flight attendant training course. I already have all the necessary certifications, and I've been participating in some selection processes for other airlines, mostly focusing on learning how the selections work, so that at this moment I arrive here at Southwest, which is the company I believe is the most important airline in the United States today. At least when I fly, I prefer to go with Southwest. To arrive at this moment prepared. And these are the reasons why I want to be a flight attendant for Southwest. So notice that I used another built trajectory technique, okay? There are some mistakes you can't make, whether in the interview or any stage of your selection process. There are many mistakes. There are 50 mistakes that I've listed exactly in this ebook that's here on the screen. In the first pinned comment and in the video description, you'll find the link with a discount coupon to purchase the ebook, okay? And to avoid making mistakes during your selection process. It's worth checking out. Third answer tip, you can, this is very important, connect with the company's values. This is fundamental. How does it want to be perceived? I'm asking you now. What do I have to offer? And in relation to the issues that this airline needs, right? What tip do I always give? You go into an interview now. I'm going to change the airline here. Later, put your dream airline in the comments so I can see. I'll put it now. Let's see. I'm going to Delta Airlines. And then, hypothetically, I found that Delta's values have a lot to do with inclusion, with being part of a family, the Delta family, and also serving as best as possible at all times. Those are company values. I can associate myself with these values to answer the question. I could say there are three factors that make me want to be a flight attendant for Delta. First, I like working in a team. I like feeling like part of a team. And I know that the concept of family within Delta is something very important. So that leads me to believe that I'll adapt very quickly to the company. A second point that leads me to want to be a Delta flight attendant is the fact that it's a company that's demanding with its services. And I'm the type of person who likes to deliver the best, to do the best. I don't like doing things just any old way. I prefer to do everything properly. And these are the reasons why I want to be a flight attendant, specifically for Delta. So notice that I've changed the technique again. Romulo, which technique is a Raimon? See which one you feel most comfortable with, okay? I have a few more techniques here, but before I move on, I really, really need you to subscribe. Subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment for me so that the Fly Deck Briefing Project can grow, okay? I post videos every Monday and Wednesday without fail, and I need your audience, your subscription, and your like. If you want one-on-one mentoring on Google Meet to train you for this interview, for a video interview, or for any stage of your selection process, any stage, whether it's with a recruiter or a virtual stage, okay? You can. Or for any airline, you can reach out to me at this contact info on the screen. This WhatsApp number is in the video description and in the first comment as well, okay? And there's also the website you can go to directly, okay? Which is www.flydeckbriefing.com. There you can check out the mentoring sessions, you can schedule directly, and pay through Hotmart, which is a 100% secure platform with clear refund policies accepted in over 104 countries, okay? If you prefer to schedule the mentoring via WhatsApp, you'll speak directly with me and we'll set it up, and it'll be great to help you. Now, let's move on to another important tip. Look, always try in any selection process for any airline in the world. I'm currently over in Dubai at Emirates, for example. Read the job description. This is very important. And try to highlight 3 aspects or 3 key words from that job posting, all right? Why? So you have it in your memory. For example, I'm in an interview with Frontier. I know. I read in the job description that they need flight attendants who have flexible schedules and that they need flight attendants who are able to work under pressure. I read that in the Frontier job posting. It's important that, truthfully, you can't lie, but truthfully, I try to show this kind of strength throughout the interview and even during this question of why you want to be a flight attendant. 5th technique. Let's go. Stay with me until the end. Don't make things up. Don't lie. Remember, all airlines, when they do their online tests, not their virtual interviews, but their online psychological tests, they're going to check a bit of your personality. So when you lie, when you invent, when you create, you usually answer something different. They see something, the company recruiter will notice something very bad, which is the lack of transparency, the lack of loyalty, and that fails you. So you have to be careful that what comes out of your mouth for this question, why do you want to be a flight attendant, is actually related to your personality and your thoughts, okay? I give you tips, I equip you, but you also have to bring your own essence into this answer. Words that usually work very well for this answer and other answers for flight attendant interviews at all North American and global airlines. Words like flight safety, take notes. Customer experience, teamwork, hierarchy. I wrote here in my script, recruiters love it, recruiters adore it. I'll even show you my script. It's written in my language, my native language, which is Portuguese, okay? See, they love it. They literally adore it. They love it when recruiters hear these words, flight safety, customer experience, teamwork, and hierarchy, okay? So it's important. Look, you can mention one of these words. I'd like to be a flight attendant because I focus a lot on the customer experience. I know how important that is. In other places I've worked, I was always praised for the way I received and welcomed customers. And that's one of the reasons why I want to be a flight attendant, to continue this mission of serving people well, before on the ground, now in the air. It even turned out nice, even poetic. If you liked the answer, write yes. Romulo the poet. Romulo the poet. That'll be cool. Seventh answer, seventh tip. Yeah, this answer should be at most 2 minutes long. Don't exceed 2 minutes for your answer, okay? Yeah, an airline's time is one of the most important factors. So I'm going to recommend that you aim for a 2-minute answer. Now, there are other fundamental questions in face-to-face or virtual interviews. This is one of the classic questions in virtual interviews. But I'm going to show you now the questions that come up most and cause the most failures in face-to-face interviews. Everything is in this video right here. Go watch it. It'll help you a lot. Excellent preparation. Best wishes and see you later. Bye.